Father Richard Oduor took the country by storm when he jetted into the country and proceeded to hold a sacrament ceremony in Siaya, despite regulations that demanded those that had jetted into the country to self-quarantine for a period not less than 14 days. A period considered incubation period for the coronavirus disease. The priest jetted into the country on the March of 11th this year and spent a day in Utawala, Nairobi, before traveling to a relative's funeral on the 13th of the same month. The priest would then return to Nairobi, where he tested positive for COVID-19. Oduor was later taken to Mbagathi Hospital facility for coronavirus treatment, only for him to be arrested days later following his recovery and spent 4 days in police custody. Father Oduor was later presented to a court of law before Principal Magistrate Martha Nanzusi and later released on cash bail over 150,000 Kenya shillings.
Accused person will be placed on mandatory quarantine for a period of 14 days at St. Joseph's, St. Francisca, Sisters of St. Joseph, from today, the 16th day of April this year, to the 1st day of May.
7 months later, the priest is back hitting the headlines again, this time as a free man, as the Office of the Prosecution opted to drop the charges against the said priest in accordance with Article 87 subsection A of the Criminal Procedure Code for lack of evidence. According to court documents, the prosecution failed to produce witnesses for a record 9 times, thus forcing the court sessions to postpone its activities. This was coupled by the absence of medical records, which were not supplied to the court, and unavailability of crucial witnesses who failed to record their statements. The developments now shifts focus to Kilifi Deputy Governor Gideon Samburi, who also faced the same charges of willfully exposing the public to COVID-19 infection. In his case, where the accused is alleged to have committed the crime between the days of March 6th and 22nd of this year, still going on. His mention failed to kick off last month, forcing the courts to reschedule the hearing to November 9th, 10th and 11th of this year. The Deputy Governor was released in April on a 200,000 shillings cash bail or an alternative of 500,000 shillings bond with surety over similar amount. Martin Opio, K24.